You want to get hardcore?
Greetings and salutations. It's your man CD, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels.
Yo, what's up? This is the Phil and Flash TJP.
Hello, this is former 5-time WWE Women's Champion Melina.
Hello, it's the Killer Bae. The base there is, the base there was, the base there ever will be, the goddess of girl power, yours truly, Heather Monroe.
You want to get extreme?
Currently at home in Southern California, enjoying Southern California things. And one of the things out in Southern California that you can enjoy.
And from one homegrown LA person to another.
That's right. Your eyes are not deceiving you. I am talking directly to you. You are so welcome.
One of the things out in Southern California that you can enjoy is the Circle of Debate podcast.
This shout out is for the Circle of Debate podcast.
I wanted to let you guys know to watch the Circle of Debate podcast. I mean, they are based out of Los Angeles. These are my people.
I want to take a second to give a shout out to the Circle of Debate podcast because obviously one of the best podcasts around. And you know why? Because they have an eye for talent. They are a fan of moi.
Do both with this podcast. Circle of Debate, baby.
They're out here in Southern California giving you guys quality entertainment to listen to. So give them a listen. Tell them Christopher Daniels sent you. Enjoy the show.
Thank you so much for being a fan. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Heather Monroe. So what other credentials do you need for that? Anyways, just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. Love you.
And I want to wish you guys the best. And I know you're going to do great, and I'm proud of you. Mwah! Sending you guys all the love in the world. And watch Circle of Debate podcast.
You want to be hardcore, you want to be extreme, tune the fuck in.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles, California.
Aren't you a little old for toys?
I'm not old. I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
Are you fighting for you too? No, I'm fighting for me, because I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
Aren't toys for kids?
I'm not a kid. I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too. We are all wrestling guys. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
The Whistling Guy Store, located at 6085 State Street, Huntington Park, California, just 5 miles west of the Commerce Casino.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of episode 52 Circle of Debate podcast. Now let's jump on into pro wrestling news. Before we I want to talk about Ring of Honor very briefly. I want to go ahead and thank Maria Kanellis Bennett. She did an incredible job this past Wednesday. We did mention it last week that on their YouTube channel, they'll be having Women of Honor. And this past week, 4 individuals debuted that I was intrigued and I was really happy for them to make their debut. We got to give congratulations to the High End, Roxy, Lady Nuck, and of course, Maxie Impaler. These 4 women, they're part of the independent circle that they're very, very well known. Max Impaler was a former OVW Women's Champion. And of course, Roxy and High End, they're fellow alumnis from Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. And Lady Nuck is from Chicago. She's familiar over there from Chicago. So congratulations to all 4 of you women for doing a fantastic job. That match was a great 15-minute time limit draw because there was no pin, but it was great. If you go back on our YouTube channel, Ring of Honor, go look at that because you'll definitely love that. It was incredible. And also, one person was really not happy about this individual making his return. He's trying to pretty much reactivate his Instagram. He has a backup one. And that is, of course, El Alberto Del Rio. This is making his return back into professional wrestling. He'll be facing Andrade in July for the Nación Lucha Libre that's coming up on July. And one person made a comment that was not happy about why is he getting a break, because on that show itself will be featuring talent from AEW on the card. one person was not happy about that, and that was Joey Ryan, because he got backlash when Tony Khan previously pulled his AEW talents from the show that he was going to do. Not bar wrestling, it was a different show that Joey Ryan was involved in. So Joey was not happy that Tony Khan is allowing Del Rio, why is he allowing his talent to be working alongside with Del Rio, knowing that he's going through the charges that he's facing of, aggravated assault and kidnapping way back in February, March that occurred. But the case was not fully dismissed yet. She dropped the charges, but we're still waiting for the state of Texas to make their decision to go ahead and dropping the charges fully. I will go with you, Money Mike. Are you on Joey's side of this one, or is like, I think his was made worse than compared to the Rio's? I know they shouldn't be compared because they're both, until innocent proven guilty, because we don't know. We're not taking sides here. But do you feel that Joey Ryan had the rights to have a backlash about this, to Tony Khan allowing his talent to work with Del Rio, especially with this situation going on?
I don't know the specifics because we're just giving our opinions, people. We're not like Uncle Seltzer. We think we know, but we don't. My opinion on this is that I feel that the whole Joey Ryan thing, there's something deeper in there that we probably don't know of. As far as I'm aware, Tony Khan has not worked with or been around Alberto Del Rio. So I feel that the whole Joey Ryan thing, something happened there that we don't know about, or, maybe the way he ran a show, he didn't particularly like, or he saw that he was probably difficult to work with or something. We don't know. Speculation entirely. Yeah. I was not aware of Joey Ryan until all these allegations happened or all that stuff. And I saw recently one of his matches with Brandy Rhodes, where he grabbed her boobs and he had this thing in his trunks that he put in her mouth.
The lollipop.
The lollipop. There you go. There's some pretty heavy stuff that happened. This coming from a WWE guy, right? You would not see anything like that on Raw or SmackDown or anything like that. So seeing that kind of makes me think that, yeah, they probably don't want to work with this guy for more than just those reasons.
Yeah.
So anywho, so there's that. So Alberto, honestly, like I liked his work in WWE. I don't know him personally. I don't know anything about his personal life. So based on what I'm hearing, he did some stuff. It's up to Tony Khan. He has the final word. He decides whether he wants his talent there or not. But I wouldn't think that, or at least I don't know, if Alberto Del Rio is the one organizing this event, right? So, I guess he's good friends with the person that is running it. So what I'm trying to say is that it's on a case-by-case basis here. And Tony Khan sees that it's not a bad thing for his talent to be there.
All right. Matt Callis, how do you feel about that?
You think you know, but you have no idea. This is the MTV True Life of Christina Aguilera.
Does that even exist anymore? This is like the True Life.
Man, well, I'm bringing it back. This is welcome back to True Life on MTV. No, so.
Oh my God! Right?
I don't know a whole lot about Del Rio, and I only found out about Joey Ryan like very recently. Just about like I watched his matches and I'd laugh at some of it. I remember like the penis disciples. I thought that was kind of funny, but in retrospect, I don't know that much about Del Rio. I remember he had a company with Chavo Guerrero. I forgot they had a wrestling promotion together, if I'm not mistaken.
They were gonna start it, but I don't think it ever happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. So, and I remember something about like him and Paige. Was he Paige's ex-boyfriend too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about him and his history. I think I heard something about him like enjoying it's like 8 chicken wings and a glass of Merlot or something.
It's more than a glass of Merlot, I'll tell you that.
I'll just
all I can say is that
yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because cocaine's one hell of a drug.
I don't ski the Alps.
Yeah,
You know,
but I'm not gonna judge. It is, I'm not.
I have enough problems. I have enough problems with allergies. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. And then also the other one that Mickey James made her a comment about what happened with the recent firing of Mark Carano. And so she was, on an episode of GAW, which is, I believe, Victoria's podcast show that she has on, mentioned, they asked her, so what happened? Basically, her stating that, she didn't think this was from Vince. She had this happen before, that 10 years ago, that her belongings came in a trash bag. She felt like it was Vince that never knew about this. That's why he has talent relations to handle it. Vince did call her, apologize to her, and Mickey James pretty much stating that she has nothing against Vince. The only thing that she was against of is that she wanted her respect. She didn't want to get any storylines. She wouldn't mind being a head trainer or be a backstage role. She just wanted to be respected. That was the key thing of her returning, is to gain the respect for her age as well. And why not give it if she could have she didn't ask for a last title run, but she asked for creative ideas. Being in the year, let me get something in, let me do something, or backstage role, let me get myself wet in somewhere to get involved and to get that respect. But it was never given to her. And the fact that she digressed about why the fact that other professional male wrestlers are getting their spot at my age, and why am I not able to either? And then with the whole botch with the Oscar botch, you guys remember that Raw, that one. So she pretty much said, like, I didn't mean to get him fired, but to be honest, this is not the first time he's done this. So it was really shocking to get her side of the story, and I'm glad Vince called, but she, at least at the end of the day, she has respect for Vince, but not the politics in WWE. That's a fact. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I guess now we have Johnny Ace. Hey, I'm back. I'm head of talent relations. Yeah, I love your pecs. Yeah, come on, Vince. And of course, yeah. So we'll see. I hope Mickey James goes somewhere where she is highly, gets her respect. I hope NWA is one of them with her husband Nick Aldis, or maybe an Impact. Go back to Impact. Hopefully, maybe trying to rebirth that career that she had an Impact. Hopefully, maybe get not a last run, but at least something for her. She's very talented, very knowledgeable in the ring, and knows the in and out of the psychology. And why not have her as a coach? I would definitely. And the other news as well, the news that we got now earlier is, yes, El Fantasmo is heading to Impact next week, ladies and gentlemen. Another Bullet Club member is heading to Impact next week. So what a celebration for Kenny Omega having one alumni Bullet Club members. And Scott D'Amore announced, of course, a 6-pack challenge that will be #1 contender for Kenny Omega's Impact World Champion. So that episode that happened out of Impact is Matt Cardona defeated Brian Myers to qualify out of one of the 6. Chris Bay defeated Jake Something to qualify as well. So we have 2 already that have been qualified. And Sam Callahan defeated Eddie Edwards. That's the 3rd person to qualify as well. So now we have Rhino, Chris Sabin, and James Storm one-on-one with Moose. So wow. So it looks like, and Sammy, it looks like it might be, I'm rooting for Sammy to win this one, to win that #1 contendership. I want to see Sammy and Kenny Omega. That'll be epic to see on Impact. I'm excited. Very excited to see that. That's a most step to see that 100%. So, yes, so make sure you keep watching Impact, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the ending of the topic of the night here, gentlemen. No, it's not WWE. It's NXT, but not WWE. Remind you that we're no longer talking about WWE. No, NXT. I'm sorry.
It's like, what's going on Raw tonight? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Like, who cares what's going on?
You saw that Simpsons meme.
I saw
tonight
that.
On Raw nobody cares.
Nobody cares. But yes, overall, NXT, opening match was, of course, Dakota Kai, Mercedes Martinez. We did see Mercedes getting the upset by DQ because Raquel got involved. I don't know what's going on over here in this one. It looks like Mercedes was the face and Dakota and Raquel are the heels. What's up with that? I mean, I don't know what they're doing. It's controversial to me because you hear the crowd booing Raquel and kind of cheering for Mercedes. So I thought it was supposed to be the opposite. So I have no idea where they're going with this. And yes, they're making Raquel so dominant, and I like it. I'm not hating it at all. Mercedes, I'm liking the fact that Mercedes is getting now the TV time opportunity. Hell yeah, why not? She, another great athlete, man. She's underrated that people do not give her credit of her independent promotions and what she's done throughout the years in her career. So, Money Mike, I'll go with you. What were your thoughts about that opening and with this crowd going booing and not booing?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I noticed that too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we've heard WWE say that they go based on the crowd and what they do and what, you know, that's how they base the show. So let's see, you know, if that's true, right? I find it interesting, or actually not interesting. I feel like it's kind of the right time. It's Raquel's time right now, and you see, we've come across so many years where, and I've mentioned this before, where you know that it's somebody's time, and right now it feels like it is her time, heel or face. So yeah, I'm an advocate for Raquel right now, and you know, I look forward to seeing what happens next.
All right, do you agree with that, Matt Callis?
So we're talking about the first segment, Mercedes Martinez versus Dakota Kai, correct?
Yes, sir.
Dakota put up one hell of a fight. Mercedes Martinez was pretty menacing. Dakota Kai, you know, it's like I discussed earlier, like heels that are smaller, you know, smaller size heels are very interesting because the body language is different. You know, I could win with that rear naked choke. You know, I could be more mean and nasty even though I'm smaller. So I was definitely seeing some of that. But, you know, overall, it was an all right match. It wasn't, you know, I wouldn't say it was spectacular.
Yeah.
But I did catch it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Mercedes Martinez, I'd love to see some more of her arsenal in action.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that. We need to. This other match, though, I was like, what? Which is a Toni Storm versus another alumni for Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. That is Zaya Ramir. She got the upset. She won with the shooting star press. Wow, this is the first time I see a woman done that, man. I was like, holy, no pun intended. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I was like, shit. She looked like she was gonna eat shit. But she landed that shooting star press. The crowd went wild. I was like, what? Oh my, and because Zoe Stark came, you know, kind of interfered, caused Toni Storm to lose that match. But just to see her getting that win with that shooting star press, by God, wow, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you, Money Mike. Were you surprised about that?
Yeah, I was surprised about that. And, you know, it's crazy because, well, a few weeks ago, we saw Casey Canizaro do this crazy move. I don't even know what it was called. And, you know, I think she did it 2 weeks in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We're seeing more limits being broken or extended, I guess, in women's wrestling. And I am all for it. Shooting star press, awesome stuff.
Oh, my God, definitely. I don't know if you caught it, Matt Callis, but that shooting star press it
was pretty nuts. It was very flowing. Instead of just, you know, the two bending your body forward and releasing it movements. It's a very what's his name?
Billy Kidman.
Yeah, Billy Kidman backstage, because he's still the backstage guy for NXT, right? He's still the trainer.
Yeah, he's I know a producer for main roster, and I think NXT time also as well. I'm not sure, but I have to go back and confirm it. But I know that he's a producer.
I gotta say she's damn good, and I think Will Ospreay even retweeted it and was like, "Is this the first woman shooting?" I know a lot of women definitely have done shooting stars before. I mean, Yuka Sakazaki does a 450, so like the list goes on. But you know, that was really cool.
I loved it. Yeah, hell yeah, and I'm glad for her, and I cannot wait to see more of her. All I can say about this women's roster has been very intriguing. You know, with the signees that we've been having as of late. I mean, I'm glad that Zoe Stark, known as Lacey Ryan, back in championship wrestling from Hollywood. I mean, future stars of wrestling in Nevada is getting that spotlight. You know, she came in last week. You know, they trusted her with Saray for her debut match, and now seeing her Tony Storm, I'm looking forward to seeing this storyline. I'm kind of like really happy to see this, and I'm glad. So definitely, I'm loving this women's roster. And also, we had Bronson Reed defeating Austin Theory to get his #1 contendership for the North American title coming up next week against Gargano. Of course, we see Loomis. Of course, we see Indy Hartwell. This love triangle. This is like a straight tres mujeres, un camino type of shit. Because now you have Shotzi and Ember involved. But, Ember's like, I'm married. Shotzi now, which we'll get into that later on. But overall, I mean, are we going to see a new North American champion next week? Do we see Bronson Reed taking the title from Johnny Gargano? So I'm going to go with you, Money Mike. Did we see that?
I don't know. I want to say no. I don't think that's going to happen.
So you're more with the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
That's right.
Shout out to the Mandalorian.
There you go. This is the way, the Mandalorian. That's right. Matt, do you feel the same? Do you feel like he's not going to win her next week, huh?
Why hasn't anybody made memes of this yet with Johnny Gargano? Like, why haven't they put Johnny Gargano's head on Ugandan knuckles? Do you know the way? like, why haven't they put like Johnny Gargano needs to come in on NXT dressed as Ugandan knuckles? I don't think he could do the voice, but he could be Knuckles. Do you know the way? This is the way. And then freaking have what's her name? The
Hardwell.
Oh, is it about Candace LeRae?
Yeah, she could be Tails or Sonic the Hedgehog.
At first, I thought you were gonna say that to put Johnny Gargano's head on Baby Yoda or something.
I know, right?
That's the more recent way, but I like this way.
Hey, way, ¿qué onda, way?
Hey,
no manches, way.
Somebody needs to make that meme. If we go to an NXT show, that's what I'm bringing with me.
That's right.
It's gonna be Johnny Gargano's head on Knuckles. Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? And then also we did see Imperium versus Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. Obviously, we did see earlier that Maverick was skeptical of Killian Dane might join the Imperium and attack him from behind. Started the match. I guess this was This was more like both parties were like, "What's going on here?" Because remind you, Desmond Wolfe and Killian Dane were former members of Insanity, so there were great tag teams as well. I don't know. Are we going to see a split, a reunion, or what the hell we're going to see? Because I don't know where this is going with. Because obviously Imperium picked up the win against Dane and Maverick. Desmond was hesitant to hit Killian Dane with a chair. Of course, Marcel was really upset with him. Like, what the hell? And then we see him fighting in an apron. Who was going in the front? With the pose. I don't know where this is going. This storyline is going with. Do you see either one of them going or one of them leaving each other's faction and rejoice? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know, Mike. We might see Desmond reuniting with Killian Dane. You agree with that, Money Mike? I don't know. What do you see?
It could happen. And it's becoming. It's believable to me. I feel like. Honestly, I feel like there needs to be a little change there, and what better way to putting those guys back together? I'm for it. I'm down. Make it happen.
Yeah. Matt Callis.
I'll agree with Mike. You know, some people were better together. Reunited and
it feels
there
so
you go.
good. That's
yeah,
right.
finish that song.
Of course. And then finally this segment we've all been waiting for, of course, Cameron Grimes, baby. Of course, he earlier with this the segment, he went to like a pawn shop or like a store to buy a watch. Give me the most expensive watch you ever have, and he finally got his watch. And of course, we had, of course, $1 Million Man show up. Oh, this is $1 million watch. And oh man, I loved it. I'm glad that he was practiced and he just walked away like nothing. Like, man. Or what are we gonna see? Are we gonna see more Ted DiBiase get involved with Cameron Grimes? Are we gonna see Ted being his mentor? Like, here, let me show you how to spend some money, kid. Are we gonna see that, Money Mike?
And more importantly, how to make more money. Yeah, anybody can spend money, but not everybody can make it.
Press.
Right?
He's got the presses.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
New dollar.
Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
That is right. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Dun,
Money,
dun, dun.
money, 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 money.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I love that song, by the way. Shit.
It's so weird because
It's
like
catchy.
I listened to how JR described Ted DiBiase like when he was younger in JR's biography, and he was like, you know, like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. He was like the young boy on a motorcycle, the pretty boy all the girls like, and he's like, you got to get this Ted DiBiase away from my daughter. And he's like, you know, the boy you want to keep away from your daughter. But now, like, you know, we didn't get to know him. The world didn't get to know him until he was like the bearded millionaire man.
Oh man, if you go back and look at his like without no beard, Jesus, that guy looks
Young.
Yeah, he was young and
He's the guy who steals your daughter.
And he's a pastor now, so full circle.
Yeah, full circle, exactly. All right, and then we also see the main event of the evening. Before I get to the main, I forgot to add the Ember and Shotzi that were supposed to go ahead and face Jessica and Aaliyah, but we just see the interruption, of course, with the cakes and the flowers, and of course we just see Indy and Candice beating the shit out of both of them with, you know, like almost like a, I don't know what the hell it was, but I don't know where this is going with. I mean, I'm hoping they don't lose the tag belts next week to Candice and Indy, but it looks like it might head to that direction. I don't know. You tell me, Money Mike. Do you feel like they might lose it next week?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they'll lose it. You know, I don't know. The part of me wants to say yes, but a bigger part of me wants to say no. I feel like if they do, it's going to devalue the tag titles even more. You know, they changed hands on their first day, so let Ember and Shotzi get a lengthy title run. You know, I feel that's what's best for the titles.
Definitely agree. I'm pretty sure you agree with that, Matt. You don't want your girl Shotzi to lose the belt.
Yeah, I mean, the reign only just began fairly recently. You know, it seems kind of soon for it. You know, but then again, she's definitely not like the renegade babyface. She's got her team and everything, so she can hold on to it.
Definitely. So of course, now let's go to the main event. The main event, the 6-man tag match. You have Legado del Fantasma. A great upset defeating actually MSK and Kushida. Great match, by the way. Was not disappointing. I actually enjoyed that match. That was really, really great on both sides. Just the whole chemistry all 6 of them had, and I loved it. And then to see them holding all the belts, tag belts, and the cruiserweight. Ooh, I love it, man. Hell yeah. Proud power. You know what I mean. You know, sorry, you know, I get too excited, man. You see me Raza, you know, getting up there.
It's all good. Cain Velasquez had it tattooed on him.
It's exactly. It's all good. That's right. That is right. So, Money Mike, let the people know your thoughts about this main event.
Yeah, and not because of that, right? The brownness, not because of that, but I actually like that group, Legado del Fantasma. I feel they they just look cool. And Escobar is my guy. He, he should be able to win back the title, right? And then for his friends to get the tag titles, lift those belts up. They already look cool doing it. So let's make it official.
Oh, did they won you over on TakeOver when you saw them compete in that triple threat tag team match, and also seeing Escobar and Jordan Delvin? Did they won you over from there or before?
Before. He won me over with the whole Karrion Kross thing.
Ah, okay.
It was believable when they were face to face that they could, match up. It wasn't like a squash sort of thing, or it didn't feel that way, right?
Right.
So that's where, and him being cruiserweight champion, So that's where they won me over.
I can say on the fact that at least the cruiserweight is being more known and it's being out there more. I'm loving the fact that it's getting its elevation where it's supposed to be, and the fact that anybody can win it, it's even more beautiful because that doesn't necessarily have to be at 205. If you get my point, I don't think it needs to be like to that weight class, But nobody expected Kushida to win it. I was, incredibly great. But I'm glad that it's getting its recognition as it's supposed to be needed, in my opinion, for the cruiserweight. So, I mean, Matt Callis, how do you feel about that?
It's over time, Kushida is getting more and more intense, and we could see like a whole new side of evolution with them in matches like this. It's gonna like we saw a little bit of like the Lucha Libre style with him, like the Fantasma.
Yeah. And then even the technical style too with him and Pete Dunne, we saw that. I mean,
kicks, those high kicks, boy.
Man, definitely.
Kicks all day.
Another thing I forgot to mention on that NXT is we did see the Adam Cole vignette, which is not for me too intrigued, to be honest. That's why I not really want to bring it up, because it's like, by the looks of it, it's not over yet between this damn feud, man. We see Kyle O'Reilly looking at the TV, whatever his after watching Adam Cole's interview. Please, no, just end it already. I think for me, this was the closing chapter. Let's move on. Let Kyle O'Reilly go go after Karrion Kross, have Adam Cole, maybe go to the UK, go after the UK. I don't know, something different. I don't want this storyline to continue. I hope not. I don't know if you feel the same, Mike, Matt. I don't know. So I don't want this to continue. You want it to continue?
Yeah, not really. No, thank you. It could only, I don't know. At this point, something new, right? Please, let's just move on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you agree, Matt Callis.
Yeah, they got to keep the revolving door going just so we could see just more different sides to Kushida, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him against just like guys with different styles, I'm not saying this should be right away, but I wouldn't mind seeing him against Finn Balor or somebody like that,
Yeah, definitely. Now, the ending of this with NXT, I want to get your thoughts about this vignette that has been coming out. It wasn't mentioned on NXT. It was on only the social media platform, Twitter. It's been mentioned there. You see this vignette. I sent you guys that one earlier off the air. I sent you that video if you guys saw it on Twitter. That little MMA, the vignette style MMA, like a male and female type of version. With boxing and all of this type of training, and then Diamond Mine. What is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be? Do you feel that it's a concept of a different show? Do you feel like this could be possibly a signee that might be debuting, or everybody's been speculating that because of the Diamond situation, that is Tessa Blanchard? I'm gonna say this right now. I don't feel it is, because that vignette doesn't fit her character. I don't know, unless they're changing her character. I don't know where it is going to.
WWE does change people's characters for something pretty wacky.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, we see what Taya Valkyrie, Frankie Muniz.
I have not seen it. I'm about to watch it right now.
I got a video of LA Knight dancing for you guys that I recorded from Instagram. Let me talk
to you.
He's doing this thing. It's like, wait a minute, that's all you get. He's just like, I'm seriously gonna put it in the chat.
Oh my, you're gonna have to for sure. But this vignette, though, I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be a signee from the recent signee from NXT. I don't think it's gonna be someone outside who just has. I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting on Money Mike's thoughts because he's watching the video. So to our audio platform listeners, ladies and gentlemen, he's watching it to get a rip on it.
I'm gonna send you.
So
while you guys could watch my my video.
Go ahead, Mike.
Diamond Mine? Huh. Now, it was more male centric than female centric, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think it's Tessa Blanchard. It seems that because it had a very similar look to American Top Team from Florida, which is, if I'm not mistaken, not that far from where NXT is held.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe somebody from American Top Team is going to give it a try. I know Tyron Woodley. He's no longer in UFC. So, hey, why not, head on over there? Yeah, we'll see. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough, right?
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
That'd be interesting. It's mind-boggling on this one. I think we'll have to see more to come. Was there more vignettes to get a better idea of what we're looking at?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it might be someone they just signed. Something tells me that it might be Christian Blake, the one that just recently signed from Game Changer Wrestling. I feel like, or that competed in the J Cup and New Japan. I feel like it might be him. But I know that's not his style, MMA. But he's more like aerobatics, but strong style. Or I'm hoping this is not that Brock Lesnar Jr. guy. I hope not. It might be him. Yeah. See, what's his name? Purdue, whatever his name.
I don't know. Little Brock is what we're going to.
Little Brock is what we know him. It may be him just to kind of clown on Lesnar. Like, here, here's your baby brother who also does MMA. But I don't know. Could it be?
He doesn't have a background in MMA.
He doesn't at all. He does not at all. He has those what is it? Bro, strongman competition, right? Is that what it is? He's like one of those. Like,
I thought it was a football player.
Oh, football player. Okay, yeah, I forgot his background. I have no idea. This is a tough one. I will have to see more vignettes. Right?
Yeah, unless they renamed Cain Velasquez to Diamond Mine.
Oh. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be a show, right? Like another like run.
No, it's not a show.
No, right?
It's a vignette for a person. Yep.
Right? Yeah, that's where you get that feeling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn, it's crazy. We're gonna have to for sure deep research on that one. I'm gonna have to. I want to see who it is. That that's a must. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. No, yeah, I know. Hold on, no WWE. We said it already. We're not gonna do WWE, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not gonna get the get that E out. We don't want that WWE here in Circle Debate. No, we'll only talk about NXT and Pro Wrestling News and any other ones.
You know what? You just gave me an idea. We could have this maybe as a discussion. What if NXT wasn't part of WWE?
Oh, we can actually talk about that. But you know what? We'll say that
down the line.
Later on down the line, that'll be a great topic to talk about. I think they'll do great, in my opinion. But I'll save my response for that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in here on Circle Debate, episode 52, part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1 as well. And also want to thank our social media, our audio platform listeners, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, all around the world, from the UK, Switzerland, India, all over the US as well. Thank you very much for listening to us on your audio platforms. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. The link tree will be on our description below. on the audio platforms and on this channel too. And that's the end of this video. Make sure you hit it right there. Subscribe. You know, can we reach 200? We're almost there. 10 away. 10 away. And also another announcement next week, ladies and gentlemen, as we will be having our 1 year anniversary of Circle Debate. 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. So tune in for that. May 8th. Write it on your calendar. Was it May? No, May 7th, excuse me. May 7th. Write it on your calendar as we will be having our 1 year anniversary special. It's not over. There's going to be another weekend also of anniversary as well. It's just our anniversary weekend. So it's a 1 year for us Circle Debate. So hopefully we can hit that 200 by the time next week comes. And we hit another one after that, and another one after that, and another one after that. And also, do not forget, we do have our top 5 coming up this weekend, which is our top 5 celebrities in pro wrestling. So it can be either the good or the bad ones. You can mix them. So stay tuned for that as well. And also stay tuned. We have upcoming guests that we'll be having on the show as well to be interviewed. So I'm not gonna mention names, just keep an eye on that. And also keep an eye on, for our SoCal pro wrestling fans as well, keep an eye on as well, because we will be there this Sunday as well for the Andrade Cien Almas signee. So we're looking forward to that. We will be guest hosting.
Not just guest hosting. We're gonna have prizes. We're gonna have trivia. Come on down. Say hey. If you're watching this and you see us, come on down. We want to meet you guys. We've been online for almost a year now. We want to see the people and give the people what they want, right? Courtesy of Dirty Heels.
That is right. And yes, shout out to our brothers, the League of Extraordinary Podcast. Of course, Dirty Heels Podcast, Ken Bove and Kenneth Scopey Wieston, Jonah from 90s Wrestling Podcast, Jonah from Rewind, Recap, Relive, James from that 90s Wrestling Podcast, Frank, Kyle, and Jeremy from the Joe for the Ring Podcast. So much more I can mention. I do apologize because we're running out of time and we had to go.
We have a lot of friends.
Yes, we have a lot of friends. But don't forget me. Don't worry. Next week they'll be somehow included. So keep an eye on them as well. Follow them on their social media platforms as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for tuning in here on Circle Debate, episode 52.
We don't just make podcasts; we make history.
You were supposed to be the final say, Don Callis. We're not even there.
We'll kick it off with it. That's how great it is.
That's how great it is. Of course, Devious One Ivan C. Of course, I'm here with the Master Disaster, the King of Sting, the man with the plan. That's why make sure you have your three right there and put it Money, Mike, Lopez.
By God, Lopez.
By God, Lopez, the god of podcasting. And of course, his manager, his soon to have a new intro, coming in.
The invisible, the invisible arm, MGC.
Oh, okay.
Matt, Don Calles, the Senior Calles, Callis, Steamboat, the glasses.
Next level. If you listen to this podcast, you're part of Next Level Consciousness.
And Tabadon ended. Matt Callis ended it.
Say
and
the
remember,
line.
when you
gotta say the line.
When you listen to this podcast, we don't make podcasts, we make history.
Salud, good night, everybody. Good day. We'll see you next week.